what the Lord allows.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Sorry for lines, we had a little technical difficulties on the earlier live feed, but I'm back to give us our VCC Daily Grub moment for the day as we continue to just allow the Lord to have His way. But I got a question on today for us Kingdom Minds, or a challenge on today. How many know we got to stop waiting for doors to open that God never intended to open? Some of us are waiting for doors to open. We think the door is supposed to open, but God never intended for those doors to open. Kingdom Minds, can I just lovingly interrupt all those prayers we have for a moment for those open doors? What if you've been asking God to open a door that He never intended for you to walk through? That's right, He never intended us to walk through some doors. Some of us have spent years praying, Lord, make a way. And every time we look up, it seems like there's still no way. It just seems like there's a wall there. We called that wall rejection. We labeled that wall delay. We labeled that wall silence. But what if it isn't any of those things that we labeled those walls? What if that wall is just a wall of discipleship? What if it's about your discipleship on the day? David said something that completely reshaped how I begin to personally myself think about obstacles. Over in the book of Psalms, the 18th chapter, around verse 29, the Message Bible records the text and says, with you I can smash through a brick wall. Good God. Notice what David didn't pray for. He didn't say, Lord, build me another entrance. Lord, open a door for me. He didn't ask God to remove every obstacle. He simply declared, with you, Lord. Then he said, I can smash through every wall. That's where the power is. David knew he had to put a with you on it, not in the wall disappearing, but in who was standing beside him. He knew he had the Lord with him. So maybe God isn't opening another door for you today because He's developing a believer in you who no longer needs every circumstance to cooperate before you begin to trust Him. We like for our circumstances to line up before we begin to trust. But think about it. Jericho wasn't open. It collapsed. The Red Sea didn't receive a bridge. It received the presence of God. David wasn't even given a taller body. David had the short stature. He was given a greater faith. Sometimes we ask God to change the obstacle while He's determined, I think I need to change them. Do you know God is determined that He wants to change us? Because the strongest people in the kingdom aren't those who never face walls. There's the ones who discover God was enough on the other side of that fear that I had of the wall. And let's be honest on today. Some of the biggest walls aren't even made of brick. They're built with shame. How you had some walls that was built with shame. Some of the biggest walls are built with past failures. Do you? Past failures break a wall. Some walls are built with fear of rejection. Do you have rejection walls on the day? Some walls are built by the opinions of people, or opinions of people building a wall around you today. The belief that you're too broken, the belief that you may be too old, the belief that time is too late for you to do anything, or you're too damaged for God to use. Those walls don't come down because life gets easier. They come down because your faith has to grow stronger. So maybe your prayer this week shouldn't be, God, remove that wall. Maybe it should be, Lord, become so real to me that this wall no longer determines how I see my future. Because once you know who's walking with you, the wall loses its power to define you. And once the wall loses its power to define you, baby, there's no wall that can stop you. And now, one To Grow On Nugget is a closed door can redirect your steps, but a wall will reveal your faith. Doors are just there to test your patience. Walls begin to test your perspective. Stop asking, why won't this open? And start asking, who is God shaping while I stand here at this closed door? Sometimes the greatest miracle isn't that the wall moved, it's that you discover you were never facing that wall or that door alone. Kingdom Minds, finish this sentence down in the comments below. With God I can smash through. Keep trusting, stand firm, forgive, begin again. But whatever you do, declare on the day and declare it in faith. The obstacle in front of me may not be ending. It may be a place, though, where God is trying to make sure that my confidence becomes unshakable. The obstacles may not end, but God is trying to build my confidence to become unshakable on the day. This is your daily grub. Take it in, walk it out. VCC Daily Grub, grace over grit, faith over fear. That wall will come down if you just allow you plus God to smash through it. Me plus God, no better odds.